energizing your soul through the inspired Word of God. This is your daily devotional reading.
This Day with God, a devotional by Ellen White, July 13th. Work, a blessing. O land of rest, for thee I sigh. When shall the moment come when I shall lay my armor by and dwell in peace at home? No tranquil joys on earth I know, no peaceful sheltering dome. This world's a wilderness of woe. This world is not my home. We'll work till Jesus comes. We'll work till Jesus comes. We'll work till Jesus comes, and we'll be gathered home. Work, a blessing. For ye remember, brethren, our labor and travail, for laboring night and day, because we would not be chargeable unto any of you. We preached unto you the gospel of God. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Though Paul sat, a diligent student, at the feet of Gamaliel, he also learned a trade. He was an educated tent maker. It was the custom among the Jews, the wealthy as well as the poorer classes, to train their sons and daughters to some useful employment, so that should adverse circumstances come, they would not be dependent on others, but would have educated ability to provide for their own necessities. They might be instructed in literary lines, but they must also be trained to some craft. This was deemed an indispensable part of their education. The testimony of Paul and Aquila is that by their occupation they were tent makers. While they preached the gospel, Paul and his companion wrought at their trade as tent makers, and in doing this, they could give a more thorough knowledge of Christ to those who heard them. They labored that they might obtain means for support. In Corinth, Paul had lived and labored with Aquila and Priscilla, instructing them more perfectly in the truth. The great apostle was not ashamed or afraid of work, and he did not treat this subject as in any way lowering to his work in the ministry. The custom of supporting men and women in idleness by private gifts or church money encourages them in sinful habits, and this course should be conscientiously avoided. Every man, woman, and child should be educated to do practical, useful work. All should learn some trade. It may be tent making, or it may be business in other lines, but all should be educated to use the members of their body to some purpose, and God is ready and willing to increase the adaptability of all who will educate themselves to industrious habits. If a man in good physical health has property, and has no need of entering into employment for his own support, he should labor to acquire means that he may advance the cause and work of God. He is to be not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. Romans chapter 12, verse 11. God will bless all who will guard their influence in regard to others in this respect. This Day with God, July 13th.
I encourage you to be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. Thank you for listening, and be sure to join us tomorrow for your daily devotional reading.